Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And once more, we're back here with another tournament game. This one is from the Gregarious Grouse Extravaganza, and this is our base game plus European expansion tournament we have got on the go at the moment. We're still in this group stage. We've got a few more games left to play, so we're going to jump into this one. We are going second. So let's go ahead, take a look. Already seeing White Stock in the tray. Not what you want to see going second, but we'll see what we've got. If our starting hand's going to make up for it, and I'm not too sure that does. To be honest, we do at least have the mallard as a wetland bird, so that is going to help us out with a little bit of card draw. But no forest bird. Not really too much else to get that excited by. So we'll take a look. The bonus card, does that make us more excited? Probably not. We probably go wetland scientist here, just off the back of that mallard. And yeah, not the most exciting tray, so... What's my opponent kept? Yeah, maybe no surprises. Stork food. See if they got a forest bird to go along with that. Keeping a couple of birds to go with the white stork. Definitely nice. So, yeah, they're going to be picking that up and having a great time. We're maybe not going to be having quite such a great time, but mallard, as I say, I think we definitely play that. This is an interesting one with the catbird. Always a difficult choice. Do you keep this or not? Because in theory, catbird can be very, very strong. But it's just so highly dependent on what you find to add to it. So, yeah, I know, see people talking about catbird, mockingbird. Do you keep them at the start? Do you pick them up from the tray? Kind of a bit of an open question, I think. Yeah, kind of feels like if you've got something great, like if you've got a great tucking bird or a nice point generator, so you can get an engine going, normally you want to keep something like a catbird, but I don't really have that here. And I think, all things considered, I'd probably rather keep the food. Yeah, given that actually with the mallard I'm going to be able to get extra cards, and with no forest bird, definitely a bit of a struggle there. So I think we go mallard. I think we go wetland scientist. I think we keep everything except the fish, given that we're not really looking for more wetland birds. We're looking for stuff that go to the forest that normally eats the other kinds of food here. So we'll lock that in, and yeah, we'll do our digging. So. Look, mallard, it's not terrible. It's one of the weaker, good brown powers, but it is still good. You do still get to see extra cards, and I think that is a nice. So we're going to play mallard. I think we're going to spend the seed, and the reason being is that if we do find something that needs a seed, there's plenty of those in the feeder. If I spend the worm, and then I need a worm, and the worm that there is not there anymore, that's going to be a little bit more tricky. So yeah, we'll spend the seed. Always a difficult choice, I think, in that sort of position. Well, you have that luxury of choice on the food. You know, you always end up regretting it. So I'm probably going to draw a bullfinch or a housefinch or something like that that needs that seed. But yeah, my opponent, they are off to a super strong start. So whiteback woodpecker, potentially one of the best forest birds in the game, getting more food, and we know they've got white stock. So we are going to be in a spot of bother here, I feel, but. We are just going to truck on, so I think, yeah, we're gonna lay eggs here. We're gonna lay eggs. That's gonna let us see some more cards. So we'll draw cards, and then yeah, we can always throw the egg and maybe see what we get. What is gonna come up there? So we'll go off the top first of all. There's the eagle coming up. Okay, I mean we'll take it. That could definitely work as a forest bird. And we'll definitely support maybe drawing some of these extra cards, especially ones like this that don't really fit into what we're doing. But okay, yeah, I wasn't really prepared for Benelli to come up. Had a recent game in this tournament, I think it was, where we had Benelli right at the start, and then we didn't end up playing it until right at the end. So that might be a case here, but we'll see. But we got a believer over here, so Bee Eater as well going down. So yeah, they're gonna be laying eggs. Hope the worm comes up. Man, this is going to be a very, very strong Grassland's engine. And given that, I'm sort of tempted to pick up this magpie. I think I will. We'll also spend our extra egg on some more cards. These are not the cards we are looking for. So I think, as I say, probably going to spend those on a Benelli. Just, yeah, just as a way of getting something going here, because... Not really finding forest birds. We do have that waxwing. Not really super keen on that. And yeah, the only other bird that can go in the forest is this warbler. A little bit expensive, but there we go. They laid eggs. They got their worm. They're going to be off to the races. Yeah, I think we'll just play Benelli here, and we'll spend some of these cards, and just get that. Yeah, in this forest really, just to get something going, because we do definitely need to get something going here. And yeah, just maybe get ourselves a little bit of food. So 3 turns left. Probably do want to play this magpie. There goes the white stork. So yeah, they'll be laying eggs here, resetting this tray, and I think given that, let's lay eggs now, so that if that tray resets to something nice, we can go and draw cards and yeah, make the most of that. And we still got an extra turn here to play magpie. So there we go, bronze cowbird. They'll probably be blocking that if they don't want me to get the pink powers, which yeah, I think you almost certainly don't want me to in that place. And okay, we know for a fact that we're good on this end around, because the only card they've got is that cowbird. They can't play that. Doesn't go in the wetlands anyway, so we're good. I think we play this magpie now. I think we play it now, and I think we do spend that food, because I'm sort of assuming they're going to want to lay eggs again here. We're just going to have to benefit off these tray resets. I think that's the only approach you can take against White Stork. It is just so incredibly strong. You've got to be ready to react. You've got to be ready to go. You know, if they reveal 3 good tray birds, they can only take 1 of those with the White Stork, and I can go and swoop on the other 2. So yeah, we might just have to go and see on that how that is going to play out. But Indigo Bunting comes up, yeah. I think that's a no-brainer. Get your extra food going. And we've got a white-throated dipper coming up, which I think might be... Yeah, I think we might be going for that. Given it is the wetland scientist, then maybe it's going to help with some more cards. So I think I'm not going to spend the egg here. I think I'm not going to spend the egg, but it is kind of tempted to take this Cassid Sparrow just to maybe get more eggs going. Does help for that next end of round as well. So let's do it. Let's pick that up. Let's pick that up, and we're going to get our caches, 3 of them from the magpie. Do you know what? You can have them, Benelli. Enjoy. And we'll win the first end of round. So very, very nice. We'll take the small wins where we can get them. We come into round number 2 on a hummingbird. Probably not the kind of bird I want to be playing. I'm not sure giving free food away to my opponent here is especially sensible. But I do think being able to get some of these birds down is going to be nice. So I think what we'll do is get rid of this. Prothentry Warbler would have been nice potentially, but quite expensive. Don't really have the food to go for that. But we'll take some food that is maybe going to help this Cassid Sparrow get played. I'm sort of imagining my opponent here is going to go and take food. No, they've drawn cards. Okay, didn't quite expect that. They picked up... Is it the Woodcock that they picked up? Okay. So that might be something they want to play. But look, they've got no egg space. They've got no egg space, and we know precisely what cards are in their hand. You know, we've got complete information here. So I think they're going to want to take food. I think you want to get this bunting down and start using that, getting the extra food. But we'll see. I'm kind of surprised they didn't pick up the hummingbird there, if I'm honest. I think that could have been quite good. But yeah, I think we do. I think we do get Cassid's Sparrow down. So we're sort of biding our time a little bit here again. We're just sort of, you know, waiting on that tray to reset, waiting on the feeder to reset. And this is another point, you know, they're resetting the tray, but they're also resetting the feeder. So yeah, whenever they lay eggs, we've got to be ready to react. I'm sort of hoping fish comes up. It didn't there, which is a bit of a shame. But they did. Yeah, it looks like they did get the food they want for the bunting. So that's good for them. We are going to... I think we're going to draw cards, actually. I think we're going to draw cards. And the reason being is they're gonna play bunting, and then they're going to want to lay eggs next turn, and they're going to get that worm in the bird feeder. But if I take cards now, I could potentially take that worm and block it. So more fantastic cards coming off the top of the deck. Well, maybe the sarcasm ends there, because White Wagtail is pretty good. It might be something that we can potentially make use of. But yeah, food is potentially the problem here. I think that is what we're going to really, really struggle for. But maybe we can make it work, because we've got 4 turns left. Oh, Woodcock goes down. Okay. Well, yeah. Maybe the end of round. Maybe that's what they're thinking. I suppose that makes sense. I suppose that does make sense. So, does that mean you take food again? Maybe they want to take food again and then play the bunting before laying eggs. I think that might make sense. Just thinking for this wagtail, I think if I took food twice and I'd need lots of worms. Getting flashbacks to another recent game, needing worms and they're not appearing. But we could get wagtail down. We've got 4 turns. Take two turns taking food. Lay eggs once. Play the wagtail. We then play the dipper with the wagtail. That could actually work. That could actually work. And I think, yeah, laying eggs the once, we get 4 eggs. We then spend 1 to play that. Spend 1 to play that. We still have the 2 on the nests that we want. So I'm going to lay eggs. I'm sort of thinking that they're going to take food here if I'm trying to work out what's going through their mind. Yeah, I think they're going to take food here. I think they're going to take food and try and get bunting down. So they do indeed, and that is good for us because hopefully we get some worms. We get some worms, and that's what we wanted. So yeah, definitely happy with that. And yeah, surely bunting goes down now. And we've taken all the worms, so definitely don't mind that. There goes bunting. So okay, we now play. I think now we play our wagtail. They're gonna lay eggs. We then swoop in and take food. Hopefully there's a fish or a worm. Or I mean, hopefully both, but one or the other. Otherwise, we might be a bit scuppered and we might have to play the roller. Which I'm not really that enthusiastic about. I suppose worst case scenario, actually, we draw cards and we play Hummingbird with the rat. So that actually, we've got a fallback option, which I think is always nice. So let's get this wagtail down. And yeah, as I say, it's kind of been a game of trying to read my opponent's mind. It's kind of been fun from that perspective. Maybe not so fun playing against these cards, especially with the cards that I've got. But yeah, this is definitely interesting. And okay, well, they got themselves a house finch there, which is a bit scary. But no worms came up, which bad for me, but bad for them. They missed out on the worm they wanted. So we are going to take the fish, and we're also going to take the berry because we're just blocking, being annoying on the bunting. They do need that. They could just lay eggs here again and go for the house finch. So they might want to take food anyway, but I think that's worth doing. And then, like I say, use the wagtail, play the dipper, and draw cards. Draw cards next round. We're going to get a lot of cards, so that is key. That is definitely key. If we want to make this wagtail work, we're going to need to see a lot of cards. And we still don't have that forest brown power, so the cards are really going to be central to what we're going to be able to do in that forest. So they did go ahead, take food. Probably going to force the house finch down. We'll likewise force our dipper down. And we still got this magpie, so it's only getting the 1 cash this time. It's only getting the 1, but they're definitely going to be laying eggs a lot, given the clear grasslands engine they're going for. So Benelli, you can have a fish this time. And another end of round goal or win. So we'll definitely take those. The small wins, and hopefully combined, they can add up to a big win. So not looking likely at this stage, but you never know. You never know. So yeah, I think they probably play house finch here, and that is probably game. But we got some good stuff. So wild turkey I like, very swift also like. That'd be a good forest bird, even at this slightly late stage. Maybe, I mean, grasshopper sparrow could kind of work. Just to get a bit more in terms of the eggs when we do lay eggs. We've got a lot of egg space. And maybe this egret, actually. Maybe this egret. It hits wetland scientist, it's cheap. If we're going to go for the swift, it eats worms. So I definitely like that. But yeah, as I say, we'll kind of wait and see. It might be a case where we take food here, play the grasshopper sparrow, and then lay eggs the rest of the round. Maybe play the swift as our free play. Maybe play the egret. Maybe we don't play the swift. I don't know. I'm sort of trying to work out how many times I'd use it, if it'd be worth it. That's kind of an annoying reroll for me. I know they didn't get their worm, but I sort of wanted a worm as well. So maybe actually, yeah, maybe that's enough for me to say that we don't go for the Voswift. Because I think we just take food. We take fish seed. We play the grasshopper sparrow with the seed. We lay eggs twice, and then we play the egret. How does that leave us for this end round? Not looking great, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think we do that. I think we do that. And yeah, it's just about trying to maximize what we can from this position. Because I don't think we're going to be winning this game. But hey, it's a group stage. Points difference matters. And look, my mantra is never give up in these games. You know, never give up. There's always that slight glimmer of hope. Maybe you luck yourself into Eastern Imperial Eagle or something. You know, you've always got to be ready. Got to be ready to capitalize on the small opportunities that come your way. So Northern Harrier, I thought I saw that in the tray. So did they draw cards? Oh no, of course, House Finch. Duh, they did pick that up. So that's the final. That's the final piece of their grassland puzzle. This is probably likewise the final piece of ours. So Grasshopper Sparrow has gone down. And hey, look, it's a 6-point engine. Don't knock it. Slightly unconventional, but it is 6 points. Theirs is also 6 points, but we do at least get one back off that with the Magpie. So look, we're coming out on top there. No complaints from me on that front. So yeah, we'll lay our eggs. We'll get 6 of them, so we are going to fill up. Egret's going to help. We really need some cheap birds. Really need some cheap birds to come up in the tray in that last round, because yeah, we've not got a lot of food to work with. So Chetty's Warbler going down. Birds with no eggs end of round is going to be the one for that. We are going to have some work to do to try and qualify for that, but yeah, we'll worry about that later. For now, I'm only worried about laying eggs and just trying to score the points that I can there. So yeah, very nice engine. Although, I mean, yeah, they are maybe slightly short cards, which is putting it lightly, because they got none. They have now got 2, so they can at least feed this House Finch somewhat. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to find much. You just need to find some decently big point birds for that House Finch. You play them, you know, you're picking up free food with the bunting, with the Bee Eater. So I'm not too worried on their behalf. But let's get some more eggs down and yeah, start filling up these egg spaces. And onto the teals. Wagtail again. Egret going down, that helps Wetland Scientist, which is good. And Magpie getting just the 1 again. So I don't know, maybe part of this is that they're being put off running the grasslands just off this Magpie. I find it unlikely, but you never know. You never know. So we come here into the final round, and we have something good in the tray. Whipping Crane is definitely an option. So if I could find another Wetland Scientist bird that costs 1 food, I could definitely make this work. So Cobaloon, as tempting as it is, maybe a bit too expensive. So let's take the Crane. Let's go off the top. Kingfisher. Oh, if I played that and it triggered and it gave you the fish to play the Crane, that could be quite fun. But maybe not going to be the play here. Now, do we spend the egg? That's the $1 million question. So, how is this going to shape up? If we are going to go with the Crane, we take food twice. We play the Crane, and we only lay eggs once this round. So playing the Crane takes 3 egg spaces. So we would have 9, and we then lay eggs. We'd have 3 spare. I think we do. And the reason being is that it might help. It gets us a 3rd bird for this end of round, potentially. Or maybe even more. yeah, this might help this center round. I'm sort of imagining they're just going to be egg spamming, but maybe they're not going to want to with the center round. But I think we do spend the extra egg. Just to see. Snowy Egret, did not expect that. I'll definitely take it. Come on, there we go. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking. I mean, to be fair, this Eurasian hobby is also quite an interesting option when you're running Wagtail and you got no food. Being able to slap that down for a few points is not bad. I might just take it anyway, to be honest. But I think we're set. There's some good birds. Ruff and Barn Swallow would have killed for those earlier. Maybe not so good now, but yeah, I think we take food twice. I think we follow the plan. As I said, take food twice. We do at least have the fish there. Please still be there, or everything's ruined. Because I do need that to pay the grebe. So hopefully, if you are going to lay eggs again, which it looks like maybe you are indeed. Now, when you reset the tray, or when you reset the bird feeder with the bee eater, make sure there's still a fish there. No, that's not quite what I had in mind. But do you know what? You're giving me a reroll, so we're going to gamble. We'll risk it for a biscuit. Can we get a fish? We can. All right, we're happy. We're happy and okay. Yeah, one more lot of food. We get these 2 birds down. And I feel like we've done what we could this game. It's been a bit of a weird one. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. I think it's probably been quite fast because we've not had that much thinking to do. And to be fair, I don't think my opponent has either. They just played a pink power. Loghead Shrike. Okay, I mean, behaviorist? Rodentologist? Answers on a postcard, but that is certainly a choice to play Loghead Shrike at this point in the game. We are going to take food again. We can even block. A berry that they might have liked. So that's good. And okay, yeah, so how many are we going to get to the center round? I think we might be finishing on maybe 5 birds. I'm not really counted, but I think we could end with 5 with no eggs. They're obviously doing better than that. Maybe they played it for the egg space, but I don't know. If they do want to keep laying eggs, they are going to fill up. They are going to fill up, so they're definitely going to have a bit of a decision to make there. The good birds continue. Like, where was all this earlier? Killdeer, martin, cowbird. What a tray. What a tray. But yeah, definitely too late for you, so okay. Got a worm and a seed. And yeah, 6 birds with no eggs. So I suppose, yeah, I mean, as long as they got something to play, they can just play a bird and lay eggs again, and I think they're going to be okay. But we will... I think... Do we play the Whooping Crane now, or do we save it? I think we save it. We'll keep ourselves in suspense for just that little bit longer. As painful as that's going to be. So, yeah, we've got to get this down to be able to use the wagtail. But of course, it's all about these wetland scientist points as well. So we know we've got that coming. 4 more points on top of the 6 it's already given me, and a bonus card. So what are we going to find? What do we want? I mean, probably Omnivore, probably Falconer, Fishery Manager, I suppose. I don't know, we've got 3 of them. But we've got some options. Hopefully it's not a dud. Hopefully it's not a dud. But we'll wait and see. So, okay, yeah, they have laid eggs again. Yeah, I mean, surely they're going to play a bird. I think any bird that they play... Although, actually... Yeah, because they play a bird... unless they've got a double bird. I did see one earlier, so maybe they picked that up. They could double play in the forest. But otherwise, only 1 bird going down. They're only going to clear out 1 egg space and finish on 6 as well, so... We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I could try and finesse this a little bit more, I think. Than necessary. Although, no, maybe I'm only going to end on 5. 1, 2, 3. No, because it will take off the eggs. Yeah, so I could skip these 2 eggs and try and make sure I'm going to get to even more birds. No, maybe I'm only going to end on 5, because if I lay these 2 eggs, I'll have 3. Yeah, and then I play Whooping Crane. So I would end on 5. I think they're going to end on 6. So I'm not going to try and I'm not going to try and worry about it. Because, like I say, they might just double play anyway, and then I've lost 2 points for the sake of nothing. So we'll just do the sensible play, not try and overthink it, and yeah, save this whipping crane. Save this whipping crane. So let's see what they're going to do. We do sort of know some of these cards. I think it was like a migrating bird, maybe swallow, maybe... actually, maybe they're going to play the rough. Is that what they picked up? That wouldn't be a bad play, given they've still got 3 cards left. Guarantee yourself a few more points. But they could, yeah. I think they might be able to do something. Ball the centre around, as I said, but... we'll wait and see. Maybe they're just going to lay eggs. Maybe they don't want to play a bird. It is still a lot of points. There's still a lot of points, and you know, maybe if you want to throw the food, get more eggs, that might even be worth it. But no, they played yellow-breasted chat, so that's what they picked up on that last one. So yeah, they did get to 6. But yeah, I could have tied this in around. If I'd skipped those 2 eggs, got a tie, got 3 more points. So it's a lost point, but as I say, don't really think I could have backed myself to try and do anything better there. But we're going to play this whipping crane. We're going to gamble. Late bonus card. What's it going to be? Pastoring specialist. Do you know what? I'll take it for 3 points. That could have been a lot worse. We get ourselves 3 more caches. We're on the magpie, so yeah, we'll put those on early again. Lovely stuff. 8 in total. Don't mind that. Lose the end of round. Bit of a shame. But we're going to come here into the final scores. So, yeah, as I said, not really expecting much here. Just about keeping it close. Keeping it close, really. So, 45 points, lots on the birds. We do drag it back slightly with bonus cards, end of rounds quite even. Eggs, I think probably my opponent is going to pull quite ahead. Actually, we're kind of close there. So, with some caches, it's very, very close. And we are going to win this game. And I don't quite know what to say about that. Wow, okay. Alright, we're going to need to work out how that's happened. So, we'll take a look at that bonus card first of all. Rodentologist, okay, so that explains old loggerhead shrike going down. And definitely that Harry as well. Golden eagle in the hand, didn't see that. Maybe that was the one in the tray. Or maybe they picked it up with the house finch, but... how on earth has that just happened? I mean, whipping crane, did that matter? Okay, you could have blanked. You could have blanked and we would have still been fine. Yeah, the wetland scientist maybe maxed that out. I honestly don't know. Maybe I should have counted. Maybe I was just being way too downbeat all of that game, but that felt like a complete lost cause. But we managed to turn it around and get a win. Genuinely not quite sure how to react to that, but we'll take it. We will take it. Those 9 caches. Maybe it's easy to forget those 9 caches. Maybe it is easy to forget them. And I don't know. I genuinely thought we were losing on eggs there. But having these 2 sparrows, you know, when we were laying eggs, we were getting lots of them. So that definitely worked in our favour. And yeah, I was worried maybe that the end of round, yeah, I could have played that a little bit better at the end, but there we go. It is a win, quite unbelievably, but we'll definitely take it. It is more points on the board in this group stage, and that might just help us get out of the groups and into the knockout stages. So we've sort of got a few more games to play, maybe none quite as surprising as that, but if you do want to see those and you do want to stay up to date, please make sure to follow along. Please do consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very, very soon.